happened just a few thousand years ago, when we lived in the presence of the gods. Planetary powers ruled the celestial theater in the lost age of gods and wonders. Planets gathered in close congregation, as if alive, engaging each other electrically. But then the gods grew violent, and they went to war, driving human witnesses to take shelter in caves and rocky enclosures. Humans left to remember the powers of the gods, formations and cosmic events not to be forgotten.
I speak unto thee this day, and I say, consider, 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 when the door was closed upon the ark, that there were multitudes who screamed and cried and pounded and yelled to be accepted in the same. That is, they prayed, they cried, they yelled for me, for help, for mercy, but I say there was none to give them the same. For I say, when the time came and the door was closed, it was closed, and that was the end of the mercy. And I say, the time of warning was over, and the time of wrath began. And I say, when the wrath came, it came with fury, it came with violence, it came with vehemence against their wickedness, against their sin. I say that men are foolish, they are stupid, they are dull even now, as they were in those days. For I say that I, the living God, have sent and sent and sent my prophets, crying out. I have sent my messengers, I have sent forth the command to repent, yet men refuse to listen to me.
The remarkable epoch had no precedent, and nothing comparable happened again in all of human history. But if these events really did occur, how could we know?
And I say that the door of the ark is closing, and I say that the time of wrath is at hand. And I say there will be many who come under the wrath, who will cry out, who will plead, who will beat upon the door, praying for mercy, but I say there will be no mercy given unto them. And I say it is because when I, the living God, did send forth the call to repent, that men have stubbornly refused to repent unto me. That is, they have refused to pay heed to the warning to adhere unto me to come forth in my way. I say they have refused to acknowledge that they are indeed in sinful states before me, and I, the living God, am sorely displeased in them. I say you are living in a time when men have turned into mockers and scoffers, pursuing the course of their own lust. And I say even the ones who are claiming to be my people are full of darkness and iniquity. I say they are full of corruption and wickedness, and I say that their hearts are far from me. And I say, because they refuse the call, the cry to repent, what is it that they do? I say that they only heap up the cup of wrath to the full that will be poured out upon them. And I say they bring to themselves multiplied sorrows because they are far from me. That is, because they have chosen the way of hardness of heart through pride. I say that the wrath shall be doubly ventilated upon them. For I say that the proud refuse to bend the knee. I say they refuse to bow down and acknowledge their sin before me. That is, in their own estimation, in their own eyes, they are perfect, and none can set them right. That is, because they see themselves as gods, as kings, as lords in this earth. I say they stubbornly refuse to cry out unto me. Then I say, when it is too late and the wrath is revealed upon their lives, I say they will cry out, but it will be in vain. For I say that I, the living God, will refuse to hear them, as they have refused to hear me when I call. That is, when I call them to repent, to turn from their wicked ways, to walk uprightly in me. I say they stubbornly and proudly refuse to listen unto me. Now I say, when they cry unto me, I say that I will likewise refuse to hearken unto them. For I say it is me, the living God, who does return unto the sons of men that which they have given unto me. And I say, if they have misbehaved, if they have walked aside, if they have turned to other gods, other lovers, and loved it so, I say that I, the living God, will turn from them. And I say, when the wrath is revealed upon them, I say that great shall be the portion of the saint. I say this day that I, the living God, never called men to live in sin against me, to live in pride against me. That is, to go on in their wicked, sinful ways, and somehow, because they are believing in their pride, believing in the lies of the liar more than me, they refuse to repent. For I say, when I, the living God, do give men and women the time, the season to repent, it is that they would indeed do the same and come forth in me. That they would be repenting and turning from the ways of wickedness, vileness, and corruption, and coming into the ark of safety that I provide. But I say, because you live in such a proud time, such a foolish time, when men are so full of the drunkenness of pride and stubbornness and rebellion against me, that they cannot even perceive what I do, I say they are not willing to repent. I say this day that I, the living God, will give to thee the way that is truth, and the way that is life, the way that is mercy. And I say, if you will be bowing down and accepting of my way, you will be brought forth by me. And I say that you will be given the truth and the light upon thy path, for it is me, the living God, who is ever present to give it unto thee. And it is me, the living God, who is ever present to direct thee, correct thee, and guide thee forth in that which I provide for my own. I say, therefore, this day do not be quick to accept the way of pride, and be likewise counted as a fool. For I say, the proud fools will be hammered and hammered and hammered with my wrath, my fury, my indignation, for I am thoroughly disgusted in them. And I say, the more that men will exhibit their pride, the more that they will know the pounding of my wrath. For I say, it is me, the living God, who has declared it, and it will continue to be. For I say that the time of mercy is withdrawn, the time of wrath is at hand, and men shall know me as I am. For I say, when men have been accustomed to my mercy, my goodness, my light, my life, I say, oh, how they shall moan. That is, how they shall moan when I reveal unto them the side of my wrath, my fury, my indignation. And even though they through pride and arrogance have strutted and boasted and claimed they have no need of me, oh, how they shall plead with me. But I say that I, the living God, will not hear them when they cry, and I say that I will laugh at them when they present their calamity unto me. For I say, they do not believe me, they do not respect me, they do not fear me. Why should I pay heed unto them? I say this day that I, the living God, never called men to walk afar off, but I say they choose such a way of their own accord. That is, through their pride and arrogance, their rebellion against me, I say they go in the way of fools. That is, they go in a way that will cause them to miss out with that which I would have given unto them in mercy, and instead receive the cup of my wrath. And I say that the cup of my wrath is never ending unto the evildoers who are far from me. For I say that I may indeed pour out the cup, but I say, because I am the never-ending God, that the cup will fill up again. And I say that I'm able to keep pouring and pouring and pouring the cup of my indignation upon a wayward, perverse, and vile generation. For I say, when men through their evil, through their wickedness, and all manner of vileness, think somehow they get by, I say they are deceiving themselves. For I say, it is me, the living God, who does return unto each and every man multiplied that which he's done towards me. I say this day, be thankful that I, the living God, do uplift thee, direct thee, and guide thee forth in the truth, the light, the strength of who I am. I say, be thankful that I give to thee tender mercy, that you can come forth rejoicing in me. That is, that you can come forth uplifted in the truth, the light, the strength that I give thee day by day. That you can come forth ever guided by me, for I am indeed the one who is able. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to walk, to live, to die, and perish as a fool, but I say that I call thee to be coming forth in me. That is, to be ever thankful that it is me, the living God, who will give thee tender mercy, blessedness, truth, and life always. That it is me, the living God, who will be ever present to direct thee in that which I intend, that which I give for my own. For I say, through me, the living God, you are given the truth and the light, the strength, the mercy, and the peace always. And I say, through me, the living God, you will be ever guided in the blessedness that I, the living God, will give thee, for I am the one who is able. I say this day, let it be me that you will continue to believe, that you will continue to follow after and obey. Let it be me who will prove to be the life source unto thee, that you can indeed come forth rejoicing in me. For I say that I, the living God, do have the intention of good and not evil for all who will walk in obedience unto me. But I say that the ones who persist and insist in continuing in sin, in the wretchedness of pride and the contempt that they have towards me, will of course be given the retributive cup of wrath. For I say it is the time that I, the living God, will show again unto the sons of men who I really am. For I say they have grown accustomed to an imitation and emulation and invention of crafty men. That is, they have grown accustomed to my acceptance of all that they do, simply closing my eyes unto the same. But I say that the truth of it is that I am bringing my punitive measures against them to bring them down. And I say it is me, the living God, who will level out and flatten the proud, the haughty, the high-minded, who thought in all of their pride they would remain forever. And I say there will be those whom I have knocked down who will not rise again. But I say they will simply fall into despair, despondency, and eventually death, because they will take their own lives. That is, because they see no hope upon the horizon, and I say that it is frankly because they have withstood me. I say this day, do you think that I weep and cry and moan over the useless rebels who are determined to remain that way? I say no, I simply rid myself, I rid the earth of them, because they are a waste of life. That is, because they hate the life that I offer, they hate the truth, and they even despise me. And I say, for all of their hatred, I say that they shall have wrath returned unto them until they die. Then I say they shall enter into hell to only know more wrath upon them throughout eternity. I say how stupid men are to choose the way of pride and stubbornness, rebellion and hatred towards me, when they could indeed repent and turn from their evil ways. For I say it is me, the living God, who does give unto the sons of men ample opportunity to repent, to return unto me. That is, I give unto them the privilege to be uplifted, coming forth in the way that is truth and light, the way that is provided by me. And I say that I do that because I care for the sons of men, and of course desire to see them redeemed. But I say, when men through pride and arrogance and vain conceit will turn up the nose at what it is that I offer unto them, I say they prove they are empty-headed fools. That is, because they are going in the way of their own destruction, their own devastation and despair. That is, because they are choosing to walk afar off from what it is that I, the living God, do provide day by day. And I say, because they are so smug in their own conceit, I say that I will slam them down. I say this day, be encouraged, those of you who mourn over the sins, the darkness, the evil that is spread out upon the land. For I say it is me, the living God, who will spare thee in the day of the vindication of my wrath upon the sinful. And I say, when wicked men will raise their fist and shake the same at me, know that I, the living God, will continue to smash them down. And I say, though they curse me, though they are angry and hateful against me, I say that I, the living God, do not bow unto them. But I say that I indeed show that I am sorely displeased with the wretchedly proud, with the sinful, the rebellious, the stubborn fools. And I say it is me, the living God, who is making it clear and evident in a wayward, vile, corrupted, and polluted generation, that no longer will I keep the door of mercy open. For I say that I have for endless years and endless generations of messengers sent forth to call to repent. And I say that I sent forth my prophets declaring the impending wrath if men did not return unto me. But I say, instead of men walking in fear of me, paying heed unto me, I say they simply mocked and scoffed me and went on in their own headstrong ways. Now I say the ways that they have chosen in pride and arrogance will prove to be the very thing that invites my wrath unto them. And I say it is me, the living God, who shall pour forth upon a wicked, a vile, a corrupted and defiled generation exactly what they need. That is the cup of my wrath poured forth in punishment upon them, for they are needy of the same. And whether they will indeed see length of days or be taken prematurely, it does not matter, for I say they are damned.